Welcome, guys, for week number 4 of MISO. It is your host and Venom, or co-host for the most part.
Hello, hello.
Venom has been here constantly. He already knows he's kind of regular at this point. You already know it's week number 4, so we're going to try to do this all over again. Obviously, me and him know the rules. Oh, hopefully you know the rules. Hopefully, right?
Of course.
Okay, but simply for people that legit just show up and not ever watch an MIS whole video in general, we first go to the scenario in general, and then we find out, read about the whole situation, and then we understand and debate on whether a person is the poster is the asshole or not, and then from there we find out and debate and see who's fucking more nutty about their fucking grudges grudges in general, and just work from there. So, without further ado, we're going to go into the first scenario in just a few seconds. Uno, number one, we have, am I asshole refusing to attend my father's wedding? I, 18-year-old male, lost my mom 7 months ago to cancer. She had been sick for 3 years. In the last 2 months, we found out my dad's been having an affair almost the entire time she was sick. My mom was absolutely destroyed by the news when she learned it, and was worse as my dad's affair partner wanted to try and straighten things out before my mom died. My dad was kicked out of the house. My mom changed her funeral plans and everything so my dad would not be able to go. She changed her will and went out of her way to ensure I would be getting everything and not him. She set it up in a way where my aunt would have the temporary guardianship over it and whatever it's called, and my dad could not get his hands on it either way. She was very clear she wanted my dad with someone else while she was alive, would not act like things were okay after either. When mom died, it was the most painful time in the world for me, and I'm still processing life without her. I also hate my dad for the harm he caused during my mom's final months. The fact that he made it 10,000x harder than it ever needed to be, all because he couldn't remain faithful to her in her life. He got engaged to his affair partner the week my mom died. Okay, I just feel fucking terrible. They decided to wait until my mom was gone a year to try to save some of his reputation, but I don't really have anything to do with him and everything, and what to do with him, and because he makes the effort and reaches out. He wants me to know he was engaged and wanted me to meet his other woman, and he forced those things on me. The last time we decided we needed to speak, I told him not to send me an invite to the wedding because I would not go. I won't respect them enough to RSVP. I don't even know what that stands for right now. Officially, they were upset and told me to think about the future and other BS like that. I told them they thought they were worthy of being grandparents, which they mentioned. Then they needed to think again. Then they tried to guilt me with a sob story of how she was widowed for many years and her kids all turned their backs on her and took her grandkids away because they were disgusted with her for moving on. Didn't move me one little bit. Let's go, my man sticking to his fucking guns right here. But my dad's family kinda pissed and I was drawing such a hard line at the wedding. They already know people judge my dad and think it would look way better if I was there. My dad also thinks I'm taking his relationship with mom out on him instead of judging it off based off he was as my dad. But I stand by my dad, who makes their kids' loss of their other parent harder than what it needs to be, and it's not a good dad. And he made losing my mom so much harder. I'm hearing from so many family members that I need to go to the wedding, and I'm wrong to say no. Am I the asshole? Vanna, what is your judgment on this one, call? Was pure unadulterated. I am completely believe the man is a fucking straight up fucking asshole. Straight up asshole. My answer to all this in general is just no, he's not an asshole. Well, correction. No, he's not a fucking asshole, because 2 fucking things in play. Number 1, why the fuck did you even, why are you challenging that in general? In the fucking final months of fucking your wife's your ex-wife, however the fuck it works, basically, ex-wife's fucking time, you're fucking decided to go and say, yeah, I'm gonna go have an affair during the last fucking moments. Like, it's not gonna affect every other fucking person. If you're going to fucking do the whole affair bullshit, you could at least did it after she was fucking gone. That would make it at least I don't know if it would make it feel better, but it would feel fucking better than while she's still fucking alive and she's still fucking dying, and your fucking wife's dying. That's my personal opinion, but what about you, Venom?
Mm, uh, in short, they're not the asshole. The father is, and the thing is, he wasn't having an affair after in the final moments. He was having it the whole time she was sick, and he got engaged in the same week that she died. So that makes it like 10 times
It's like, what
worse
the
than that. It's like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, who the fuck is engaged to literally week of your fucking wife fucking move like dying or your partner fucking dying in general? Who the fuck does that? Who does that? Like, I already get the fact. Like, I also think about the fact that it was called like the whole you already left it off as is basically. Like, number one, you already fucking decided to have the fear, which is already fucking crappy in general. And then basically, your kid already knows that. How the fuck did the kid already know? The kid knows also. How did the fucking son know in general?
Well, I'm not sure how or how they knew or anything, but the thing is, that the father was trying to force them into like to go to the wedding, and the thing is, he made her passing a lot worse on the poster as well, so that makes it like way worse as well.
Bro, I just
But
can't. I can't imagine that shit happening.
in short, my answer is no. They're not the asshole.
Okay. Also, the thing also I don't agree with is the fact of why the fuck's the family trying to force him to go to fucking the wedding though? Like, is there just that many fucking crappy families out there? Like, after knowing your fucking mom's getting fucking cheated on, let's say on their dying moments, you still want you still trying to get the son in general and guilt trip him into fucking going to the dad's wedding?
Well, no, yeah, and the dad was also trying to guilt trip them by saying that they were taking out the relationship with the mom out on him when he knows full well that he was having an affair as well.
Yeah.
So,
I was like, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what I would do in that scenario in the first place. Like, honestly, I would not know what to do in the scenario. If I knew like how, like if I am aware, like if like my parent was saying this situation was like cheating on my parent and stuff like that. I don't in legit it's her dying moments. I don't know if I have the balls to be like yo and tell my dying parent basically to be like yo they're cheating and stuff like that when she's already dying in general. I don't know if I have the balls to do that. To be fair, what about you, Venom? What about you for that?
well, I also probably wouldn't want to say that, but I'd probably just let them know because why would I not? Why would I wait until they already passed on? Why would I wait? I'd rather tell them now than tell them later because I probably wouldn't have a chance to tell them again. You know what I mean?
I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about that also, but it's just the fact of like if you're already dying and the fact that I gotta like completely like I want your last moments to at least be happy and you not die in a fucking terrible mood either. That's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Well, what else are you supposed to do? I mean, I get that
That
you want
that's
to.
that's exactly where my head going to.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but wouldn't you rather let them? Wouldn't you rather tell them now instead of them thinking in the back of their mind that that might what be their that's what they're doing in the back of their mind. That's what they're thinking about in the back of their mind, so they think it's a possibility. So why'd you rather just straight up tell them instead of having them thinking about it and then making them feel much worse about it instead of just telling them straight up?
I just don't know. I just don't know how would I feel in this moment. I just don't know. Like a part of me feels self righteous where I want to tell them, but a part of me also feels like yo, I don't want them to feel bad at what they're dying already. I don't want to don't want them to be like mad and like sad and stuff like they're already dead or like dying and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, I get that. I understand how you must be thinking about that.
Like
Yeah,
that'd
I
be
get it.
two conflicting basically views for that one. And my asshole for refusing to go to my sister-in-law's baby shower after she refused to support me when I had stillbirth and stole my daughter's name. Okay. 3 months ago, I, 20-year-old female, gave birth to my angel baby. You already know who I was going to name. I don't even know how to pronounce that fucking name. You want to attempt that fucking name right there?
Yeah, sure. Saya, sub, Siobhan, Siobhan,
Sayo man, I'm Sayahan, Saya. I'm
Siobhan,
just gonna say,
Siobhan.
I'm just gonna say Sayo.
Oh, Siobhan, Siobhan.
I'm not gonna pronounce. I'm just gonna fuck that up. I'm just gonna say Sayo at that point. My husband, Dylan, 30-year-old male, and still grieving her loss. We lost her due to preterm material rupture and membranes. There was nothing the doctors could do to save her. My mother is Irish, and I was the one named the baby after my great auntie. We were so happy. Now we're devastated. My family rallied around us. So did Dylan's parent, but his sister was a different story. She's been helping Dylan, but has told me I need to get over it. Being in reference to our daughter, my husband's sister Claire, 34-year-old female, just announced her pregnancy at week 20 and had her gender revealed on Instagram. I'm happy for her, but sad at the same time because I never got to meet my daughter. She announced she was going to have a baby shower and saw the invitations last week. We received the invitation. It said, "Help us welcome our baby." C. I'm just gonna fucking say CO2. I'm just gonna say CO2.
Bro, it's Siobhan, Siobhan.
I'm fucking dumb. I'm just not. I'm not gonna
Okay.
fucking take the chance at this point. I'm not taking chances. Like imagine they walking in and fucking like find out I'm trying to like say their fucking baby's name. They're like, bro, you're fucking up hard. Just shut up. Don't do this video, Jennifer. I can admit I cried looking at the invitation. Claire, my husband, family had no connection to Ireland or the name CO2. When my husband asked her why she chose the name, Claire said it sounded pretty because we weren't able to use it when she was going to take it first. And to clarify, she is not naming her baby after my daughter. As much as I wanted to feel happy for Claire, I just can't. It feels like she's rubbing the fact my baby is dead in my face. And I RSVP'd no to the invite. She called me on a private number and chewed me out for being a sour bitch and not being happy for her and being jealous over nothing. I feel like I should be happy for her, but I just can't. I just want my baby girl of mine to CO1. Am I the asshole? I don't really feel she's an asshole. I personally don't think she's an asshole.
Uh, you don't think so?
I don't really feel she's an asshole. It kind of feels weird. It kind of feels weird in that moment, basically. Like, you just...
Uh-huh.
It just feels like,
Well,
what?
you
You should have knew the
Say
name.
your thoughts. Say your thoughts.
I feel like she already knew the fucking names in general. Like, she already fucking knew.
Mm-hmm.
Overall. I feel like she already knew entirely that, like, too late into the story, like, she could have chose any other name, basically, and that's in the moment, but you still, let's see, because, okay, let's see. She announced her pregnancy at 20 weeks, basically, and I don't know how long, like, the difference between was, like, her death, basically, from, like, the child being born. I don't think it said exactly. It didn't say exactly what week it was when it was called, like, Seal Bond was born, basically. Seal Bond, Seal Han. I'm so fucking up that fucking name. I'm so sorry. When Seal One was fucking born in general, they never say exactly when, but based on time period, it feels maybe a year or so like after. I can maybe see it being cool, but if it's so close, if it's like very very like a week later or so, basically after like the baby was just fucking dying shit, and if she didn't really like go to help her either, I could see why I would not decide to actually fucking decide not to go to her fucking like birth either. Even though I can see myself also deciding to go because of like just like I gotta deal with like, even though you kind of named my fucking baby, like you named your baby off of, well, quote unquote, you named it after my baby, but you just fucking decided to not say it really, or you're not trying to like act like you did or not. I would probably show up just to fucking like be there, but not. I'll probably be fucking, my headspace probably be gone from that like entirely during the time period. Like, it's like every single time I gotta say the baby's name, basically, the first thing when I click in my head, it's going to be my own child. But what about you, Venom?
So, and are you saying that they're not the asshole?
I
What's
don't.
your
I
final
don't
verdict?
feel they're. I don't feel they're an asshole for this one.
I see. Well, yeah, I agree. They're not the asshole for this one either. Because you gotta realize the Claire said that she needed to get over it, meaning that getting over the child's death.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know how long in time that this took place when the she announced her pregnancy. Oh, if 20 weeks later she announced that she's having this welcoming their baby, the same one that I chose, because you got to think about this purpose. She would have never thought of that name if I didn't say that it was going to be my child's name. And
Mm-hmm.
it does feel like she was rubbing in the fact that her baby is dead in her face for naming it after her child. She wasn't naming it after her child, but still, it feels like that. Just to, rub it in. So, yeah, and yeah. And
Yeah.
you gotta keep in mind, purpose. Uh, she had called, Claire had called her and said she was being a sour bitch, not being happy for her, and jealous over nothing. So that just means she's trying to like get under her skin and just let her know that my child is alive and yours is not. So in conclusion, yeah, the girl is the asshole, but not the poster. She's not the asshole.
Yeah. I couldn't fucking see it being either way. Like, I couldn't see it, like, being an asshole. It's like, just why are you rubbing at people's faces also?
Mm-hmm.
But I also question, like, is it really that hard to be fucking, like, is it really that hard to be a good person and, like, not try to, like, do some ass, like, bullshit like this, like, in general? Is it really that hard? Is it really?
Unfortunately, yes.
Like, oh boy, like, just why is it just like there's a thousand fuck like there's billions of well not even billions there's probably X amount of fucking names in the fucking like people already used entirely before, and you're going to tell me that one name you could have picked out of that, not one of them.
Yeah, you can be certain that she would have never thought of that name.
Bro, I'm sucking at just pronouncing the fucking name itself. I'm sucking. Like, I don't know how fucked up that is, but I'm literally sucking at pronouncing that name, and I have
Sayoban.
yeah I'm sucking at pronouncing it.
It's Sayoban, I think. Sayoban. Anyways, is
So,
that our final verdict? We're both
yeah,
thinking that the
yeah, we're both
asshole.
thinking that's not an asshole in general.
Final round. Fight!
Round number two. Okay, fuck it.
Round three.
Round three. I was like, round three. I don't give a shit. Am I asshole for spending my money my grandparents gave me instead of saving it toward my stepbrother's treatment fund? My mom got married to Alan 2 years ago. I was 15-year old female, was 13 at the time, and Alan's two kids were Emma, a 9-year old female, and Noah, 3-year old male. Noah was diagnosed with cancer last year. My mom and her husband were told there was some kind of treatment he could get in another country, and if they could raise the money, we would bear for Noah and a treatment available in the U.S. My mom and Alan could not afford it, so they have been sending home the treatment here and saving for Noah's treatment. They've made a lot of cutbacks and that Emma and I give over any money we get so they can afford this. Have about the same percent or something now has comes from cutting out a lot. We eat very basic meals. They cancel our internet. We didn't do anything for our birthdays or Christmas since they started saving. Any money that comes into place goes in essential or the treatment fund. My dad died 9 years ago. My paternal family stayed a part of my life. They know what has been going on, and they have been reminding me the truth and taking me out to eat when they can. They also give me money every couple of weeks so I can have something if I ever need it. I've been hiding the money because I know I would be told to give it up. I carry it everywhere because Emma is typed to snoop and tell her dad. She asked me before why I don't babysit to help make more money for her brother. She would work she could, but she's only 11. I spent some of the money on my grandparents over the weekends. I got my hair cut and bought my best friend a gift for her birthday. Also got some food and spent some time in my dad's grave. My mom knows my hair gonna ask me where the money came from. She realized I was lying when I'd been with my grandparents. They told me because I forgot they were out of town, so I told her they gave me some money to get some stuff done. She told me a haircut was not a need and how can I be selfish? Alan heard she scolded me and jumped. He jumped in and asked what the hell was wrong with me. He told me this family was to pull together for Noah, and I'm acting like I don't care whether Noah gets his treatment at clinic or not. Of course, by the end, I got some food and spent some time in my dad's grave. Basically, my mom knows the haircut and stuff like that. She told me the haircut's not a need and scholarships could be. Alan heard her scolding me and he jumped in and asked what the hell was wrong with me. He told me this family had to pull together for no one. I'm acting like I don't care if no one's treating me or not. Of course, by the end of the day, Emma hurt and freaked out. But then my mom ran to my best friend's mom a couple days ago. She told my mom my gift to my best friend was so sweet and thoughtful. I was sat down and yelled at for spending the money on not just me but on others. Alex asked me how could I give the money for a gift that means nothing when it could have gone to save my brother's life. I yelled back, it's not my job to pay for Noah's treatment. I'm already sacrificing, but I refuse to go all the way out the way they want me to. I told them the money came from my family and family who was nothing to them and they need to let it go. Alan called me selfish little bitch and he told me I should be ashamed of my responsible behavior. Now Emma keeps telling me I'm a bad person. Am I the asshole?
What are your thoughts, Purpose? You go first.
I'm trying to think this like clearly, but right now I feel like he's an asshole, but I just don't exactly know how would I feel during that moment because of like from a kid's brain, basically they're gonna be more selfish in general without really thinking about it, and you can't rely exactly on a kid to be doing exactly what you're asking them to do for the most part. It's not like it's to adults basically. It's not like a kid's an adult basically and would just sacrifice on his own free will basically either. Like it's.
So are they the asshole or not?
I feel like they was assholes since they was aware of what's going on. Though I feel like they was an asshole.
Do you? Okay.
I was like,
I agree.
It's like I was like I couldn't think of it. It's like I couldn't think of like how to break out like anything. It's like no, it's just.
I also think they're the asshole. I'm being honest. I mean, sure, your best friend's birthday is cool and all, but like, you got so many more years ahead of you. Y'all can go 1 year without a gift.
One. Like I feel like once you like on top of that, it's like once you get the first like celebration with the like birthday in general, like the first celebration without like your people in general, like I can understand like you go to the grave and stuff like that.
Well, the thing is, Purpose, you also gotta realize that she hid the money from them. So it wouldn't get taken away. She knew they would ask, so she hid it. You do realize how messed up that sounds, right?
Yeah, that's why it's like I couldn't see. That's why it's like it's not like we could have spared some money also. Like it could have been some money. Like I wouldn't be exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too mad at the fact that the person actually just had to like split some of the money up and said some of the money goes toward Noah and then the rest goes toward myself. Honestly, I wouldn't be too mad about that as much. For a kid, like from a kid perspective, doing that in general, I can't be mad at a kid for splitting it like that. But just all of it, and just nah, I can't just let that like slap bass and then you lying about it all the way.
You do realize that she also spent some of the money on a haircut too, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, a haircut is important. Everybody needs a haircut at some point. But like,
bro, you've seen some people. I've seen some people that be going months.
You do realize that she lied about where she got the money from too, right?
Yeah. Oh fucking god, that's. But this is kind of why like it's kind of weird. Like you bought your best friend a fucking gift too, which is kind of. Like I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how to feel exactly. It's just like you spent it like it wasn't spent on himself either. It wasn't really, like it wasn't spent on himself except for the haircut. He fucking bought the gift for his fucking best friend also. It's just like it's kind of weird. It's a very very awkward.
I understand where they're coming from because they were only 15 or they are still only 15.
They were 13 during the moment they're saying it was 13. It was said it was 2 years ago apparently. Just let me recheck though.
No, Nah.
He said he was
They're
he said he's 13 at the moment. He was 13 at the moment.
13 at the time.
Yeah, 13 at the time.
Okay, so they're 15 now. So I can see where they're coming from. Why they think they're not. Well, why they're questioning if they're the asshole or not. Because kids can always be selfish. They're selfish as hell. We all know this, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still feel like they're the asshole. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I couldn't see it being any other way though.
Yeah.
It's just too kid. Like it's too much of a kid though. It's not. I wouldn't. Maybe I'm a fucked up parent or not. Call me what it is. I just don't. I would never expect a kid to really give me money in general. I would just never expect it.
Well, why would you? I mean, I get that, but like, can you see where the parents are coming from?
Yeah, I get where the parents are coming from. I just wouldn't. I would not let them spend the money in general. I would just like, bro, just let them have their own money. Basically, I'm gonna pull punches for myself basically, and not think about my kids like money in general. I would just expect me and my partner is going to just do what we can for fucking Noah and work and do what we gotta do from there. Since everyone else, technically speaking, is like, one, you're a kid, you're not really making money in the first place, there's not really much you could do about that, so the little bit of money you have, you're probably gonna spend on some fucking bullshit in the first place.
The thing is, we never found out. We were never told if Noah is still alive to this day or not. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know about that either.
But the thing is, they didn't say that he was in sick and there was no saving him unless they did. They just said that we can save him. We don't know if he's guaranteed to die though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of where it was. I just wish I'm scrolling down to see if there was like any like other thing basically. Oh, apparently fucking. Basically. Apparently, okay, down later in the fucking comment section, basically, 11 hours ago, the fucking original poster said they think because Emma is happy to do it, I should be too, especially being older. And because Noah is Emma's brother, that is always going to make it different. I don't know if they will go for me living with my grandparents, but I might try it and thanks. But I don't think the original poster posted anything else.
No, I'm not throwing the hands.
Yeah, I don't think I could really.
I wanted to execute you, but you started moving.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't. Yeah, I think they're an asshole. I personally think it's an asshole move, but it's just like I wouldn't expect it much from a kid, though. I wouldn't expect much from a kid.
But yeah.
But that is what we're going to call in for today's week of MIS. It might be a little slower than usual, but it is what it is. We're going to have some better questions for next week, hopefully. But if you're new to the channel, hit the like button. It helps sponsor today's video. You know, the like button is pretty special to us. We just like the like button. And subscribe if you enjoy this called MISO content. I'm probably going to be doing this for a while, probably. I'm going to keep improving at it in general. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.